What's up, people? Another episode of Real Ball Talk Friday night. Let's get it. We got a good topic today. But before we get into it, let me introduce the man as always. Jalil, how you doing?
All good, bro. Got a fresh haircut for the bank holiday. It's a bit sharp, so I'm gonna put the hat on.
All right, the film's too sharp. The film's too sharp. We got our man back in the building today. Rasha decided to make a little cameo like Martinelli last night. How you doing?
Feeling good, man. I'm feeling a bit tired, man, but I'm all good. I have to move slightly to the left because Jalil's haircut's so sharp. Don't want to get cuts, you know what I'm trying to say?
Hey, all good. And then obviously we got Jeff. How you doing, Jeff, bro?
All good, boys. All good, man. Ready to talk this top 10.
Yeah, man, 100%. And last but not least, we got our man from the Near Post podcast, Pete, in the building. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. Look, I didn't have to watch Arsenal get trashed last night with any emotion, so.
Hey, listen. Yeah. I mean, let's not touch on that game, man, because it was bad.
Let's leave it alone.
Let's leave that game alone. Let's just say Arteta's very lucky, but we're still in the tie.
Do we want to touch on that quickly? Do we want to touch on that?
Go on. Talk about it quick. Go on.
Right, talk about it quickly. Yeah. So, where do I start? It was look. I know I'm Mr. Positive and everything. I know I like to be positive and everything, but it was a poor performance, John. We had a chat last night, Rash. We had a chat last night, and today I think I can't remember, but we had a chat, and I'm starting to see it that it was a poor performance. Now, I've said this, and it might be a bit of a crazy one. Arteta wins Europa. He still needs to go Spain, do a couple years there, and let him rebuild, come back after 2-3 years. Let us experiment with other managers, I guess. Because I feel like that's what the base wants.
Yeah.
Whether it's what's going to happen, I said even if we get knocked out on Thursday, we're keeping him. I think the board will keep him because it'll take the heat off them. That's what I think. But I don't know.
Do you think they'll keep him if we go out?
Yeah, I think the board there's a plan, 3 to 5 year plan, and they said to him, "Listen, it's your first job. We ain't gonna sack you in your first year. Your second year now. 1.5 years. I think they said we're not gonna sack you, but also you got to remember how Conke and the board work. Keep the heat off us for a bit. How they pay for the cracks. Put Mikel there. Let Mikel be the target. And do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a crazy one, bro."
Boy, that's not their own risk. I can't even lie, man.
That performance yesterday was doo-doo, man. Absolute doo-doo. So disappointed with Arsenal, man. Actually, do you know what? I don't expect anything better from them no more. They give me such a torrid season this season. And I expected them to actually go there and fluff their lines. And they went there and they fluffed their lines. And, it's just a joke. It's just a joke club. Do you know what I'm trying to say? From top to bottom, it's just a joke club. The players on the pitch, the team selection was dead. The managerial decisions were stupid. I just can't get that. I can see things. The fans can see things. One, why are you starting Ceballos? No one likes the guy. No one thinks he's good enough, but he's on the pitch. Okay, he's on the pitch. He does what he has to do. Gets a yellow card. I applaud him for that because he was getting burnt out through the midfield because he's getting pace because the boy's got no pace. So yeah, he had to do that because I think that one would have taken him into the box and probably would have driven into a goal anyway. So yeah, he did the good thing there. But as a manager, I'm going to go in at half time. Say, well done, lad. It's time for you to come off, though. It's time for you to come off. You've done your job. You've done your duty. Cut. Let's burn. Put someone on in the midfield that can hold it. Even bring on Cedric. Put Xhaka up in the midfield to support Partey. Bring on Martinelli. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Do something earlier. But it's like my man just doesn't know how to manage the set, and it's just jarring.
Let me ask you a question, Rash, because it's a bias thing. Honest opinion, if Ceballos didn't play yesterday, did you see us playing any better? Honest opinion. If he didn't play, would we be any better?
Whenever Ceballos plays, he's at detriment to Arsenal.
Shit.
Telling you, yeah.
It's bad.
And if anyone can tell me one outstanding or good performance or one time that he's helped the club win, I'll give you I'll give you
Burnley,
the
2019 August, his first game.
I was there. That game.
That's the reason why he's still here now. That's why he's still here now.
It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. It's like he's definitely Arteta's son or something like that, love child or something. Because my man's just
Bellerin.
that's Bellerin as well. No, but Bellerin's getting the kick.
Yeah,
can tell.
Bellerin's getting left out. That's crazy.
Who'd have thought Bellerin would get dropped for Callum Chambers?
Wow.
God. Now, how Chambers is still there, I don't know. I don't know what it's like Wenger's like, look, keep one of my guys there, please. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't understand. Why is my man still there? He should have gone to West Ham long time ago.
West Ham, hey, listen.
Actually, not even West Ham anymore. West Ham are good. He should have gone to Fulham, get relegated with him.
He did. He's already done that once.
He's done that once.
He's already done that once. He did it again.
Yeah.
But listen, man. Hey, listen, forget Arsenal for now, man. I can't lie because, as Ed says, big up Ed. Arsenal, I'm not going to elaborate on that, but yeah. Dimo, how you doing, man? You good?
Not too bad. Apologies for delays, but I'm going to put this now. Arsenal are still going to win that Europa League. You are shit, but I still think you're going to win the Europa League. I've said it. I'm sticking with it.
It's possible.
My guy.
He's a fluke. You will fluke that Europa League. And I'm telling you now.
No, I'm feeling that energy.
We could do. I think Pete's less confident.
Yeah, look, I think Arteta's a bit of a dud. I remember last time a few months ago, like me and Jalil were saying Arteta in, but I can't defend him anymore. I really can't.
Yeah.
And I thought Roma were going to do a job last night, and that got thrown back in my face. But Ollie's even bigger dud than Arteta.
Yeah. I mean, Roma were bad though.
They got three. I was flicking between games, but they got. I think it was 3 hamstring injuries in the first half. Like, what sort of warm up or training? That's unheard. That's unheard of, man. I don't know.
I heard that Smalling's been doing the training sessions.
Inside agent. Inside agent. Hey.
Agent Smalling.
I felt sorry for him on the post interview. Oh gosh.
That guy, he's had his house burgled recently as well, and
with his missus as well, gunpoint and all.
Yeah, gunpoint.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's been a rough thing. Still now. Big him up though. Still. But yeah, man. Listen, people, we know what we're here for. Top 10 striker ranking. So let me get it up on the screen. I don't think we've done it with 6 before, so I wonder what it's going to look like. All right, can everyone see that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can you remove the lower banner?
Yeah, I think I got a feeling that is wait, which banner? This one?
The road to 200 subscribers.
No. Oh yeah, actually I can actually. Let me remove that.
Rash, you don't want 200 subscribers now?
No, I do, man. Everyone subscribe, man. Everyone like, share, and subscribe. Let's get us.
Oh yeah, no, fair play. To be fair, that's a good point. I'm going to see if I can get something else that's maybe takes up less space, because you're right, it just wipes out Dermo's face completely.
That's it. That's an interesting list. I watched most of the show on Wednesday. Some disrespect to some top strikers, but I'll say nothing.
No,
let's hear it.
It was Lil's for, isn't it?
I thought Drogs, the disrespected Drogs, Didier Drogba was.
I said Drogba top 10. Everyone laughed at me.
I'm not saying top 10, but there was people saying get out of here. I think he was like he wasn't shown the respect. He's the ultimate big game player. I don't care what you say. Shearer as well.
One player I think has to be on that list. If we're going to say Premier League, probably most of you will agree Premier League's best league. Surely the top goal scorer ever gets into that.
Thank you.
I think he's the number 1, number 9.
No,
ever.
he's not. No, he's not.
Number 1, number 9 ever.
Shy, Peter. No way.
For goals only. Nothing else.
But sure,
just
that's
for
not.
goals.
It's not just about score. I'm not saying. I wasn't saying Shearer should have been I'm not saying like fair enough. I just think he was kind of like he's didn't even consider that he was a top 10. That sort of way. He's definitely not number one. I don't know what Peter's on there. That's just pure stat, man.
That's a
Go
heavy
his head.
To be fair, Pete
Right
Pete
foot,
messaged
left
me on
foot,
Insta.
free kick, everything. Sorry.
I was gonna say Pete messaged me on Insta afterwards saying where was Ivan Toney?
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
Come on, Ivan needs to be in there.
But yeah, Pete would have done the same. So.
But yeah, listen. So yeah, I know there was some controversy. Jalil wanted Rooney top 10. He got whacked out at the end. Yeah, so it was tough. I can't lie, it was tough. So
I agree with that. By the way, I didn't think Rooney should have been top 10. No
yeah,
way.
in my one, I had him like 12th or 13th, something like that. But I don't know. Maybe it is still quite subjective at the same time. I think there's very few clear cuts.
Yeah, they're absolutely.
Yeah, so I think here when we do the top 10, it's going to become even more subjective. But it is what it is. So let's start with number 10. Let's go. So Rash, I'll start with you. Being your first time back, let me start with you. Who is your number 10 striker of all time from that list?
I think, and this isn't just based on his ability out of these lot, because I think he can kick it with a lot of them. But what I'm taking into consideration is the all-round player as well, and the character of the player, and what he's done in the game. I think number 10 has to be Luis Suarez.
Yeah. Okay. Jalil, I'll come to you next, but I got a feeling you're going to agree because you didn't even want Suarez in here.
I couldn't agree anymore with Rash. Do you know what I mean? Racist cunt. Anyway, look. As I said this on the show before. Ability-wise, you can't touch the guy. Like he's up there, but when I look at the 9 around him and that, he's not levels, bro. He's not levels on these man's level. But he's on the list. We debated well. As I said, I'm gonna stick with what Rash said. I'm putting 10th and all.
Put him 10th as well. All right, Pete, what are you saying?
Well, I'm definitely not agreeing with that anyway. Suarez for me is probably one of the best 9s I've ever seen. He carried that Liverpool team. I don't even want to hear that. I don't think there's ever been one player to have such an influence on a team in the Premier League. Can you name me one?
Thierry
Henry.
I thought he carried that team.
And also
Henry went missing some games.
Owen.
CR7.
Alan Shearer.
CR7 last season, yeah. The last season at Man United, he was Man United.
You could even argue Alexis used to carry Hughes. I think
Alexis used to
throw that in there.
Alexis used us. He used to carry us like a rucksack.
Ask Pete. I'm not even gonna lie. There were so many answers for it.
I think even Michael Owen carried Liverpool for a while.
Like without
Steven Gerrard.
If I take
If
I take Suarez out of that Liverpool team, I think we would have struggled to make Europa that season. And he got us. If he would have won that would have been his Premier League.
Yeah,
that would have been his Premier League. To be fair, looking at that list, I think he's such an underrated baller, though. But I put that Villa at 10th.
Okay, so you're saying Villa 10th, yeah? Okay, Jeff, what are you saying?
I think I agree. I'm gonna say Villa too. I think Suarez, all in all, probably had a better career than Villa. Villa had, don't get me wrong, Villa had a very good career. Valencia killed it. Spain did very well. Barcelona did very well too. But out of these players, I'd say Villa would be 10th for me.
Okay, so Demo, what are you saying?
Just the lad in the bottom. That's Eusebio, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bottom right. Yeah.
See, thing is, for Eusebio and Pele, I'm not even gonna. But for just for Eusebio, I've heard of him. Obviously, I know he was, but I don't know how good or bad he was. So, it's a tough one. David Villa, I thought was not a lot. I rated him for picking him in this because not a lot of boys would have picked him in this.
Yeah.
I thought, remember that 2010 World Cup South Africa? He was sick. He was just technically so good. I'm actually see Eusebio. I'll kind of see what you say on Eusebio. For 10, I'm going to say Aguero. It could be controversial.
Ooh, okay.
Don't get me wrong. We're going to say all these players are better, world class, unbelievably good strikers. But so we're going to have to put one of them 10.
Yeah.
I know Aguero would have had the more goals than Villa, I'm sure, throughout his career. But I was a massive fan of Villa, Suarez, so I'm going to put Aguero at 10. Controversially, maybe.
Yeah, you know what? It's interesting because I personally, and we kind of have a tie here, I would have personally put. I'm happy that Eusebio's in the top 10 because out of respect, you cannot leave him out of the top 10. But I was going to put him 10th simply because I hadn't seen anything of him at all. So that's where it kind of comes hard to judge him. So, but I thought he definitely should have been top 10 purely out of what he did at World Cup and even at club level. But because I haven't watched him, I feel like it's almost like putting him at 10 with a disclaimer and brackets to say, haven't seen him, probably should be higher if I'd seen.
Yeah. I'm going to change my mind and go with Eusebio at 10 then as well. That's the one joining me.
Okay, so we got 2 Eusebio, 2 David Villa, and 2 Luis Suarez. Okay, that's kind of peak. That's probably 6. There's no balance. Yeah, listen, we got 7 people watching. Guys, I'm going to leave it up to you. Who is
I won't know where to put Eusebio either.
What's that?
What was that, Peter?
Pete, you're lagging me.
I won't know where to put Eusebio either or Pele because, I actually can't give them any fair judgment.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We can't put Pele 10 though. It's just Pele.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't.
No.
Feels blasphemous.
You can't.
I can say
goals, but
he was Portugal's international top scorer for years. It's only Cristiano Ronaldo that's just over him, I think. I think he was Portugal's all-time top scorer. Whatever club that he went with, he was their top scorer. I've watched. Obviously, I wasn't watching him when he was playing, but I've watched lots of documentaries on Eusebio, and he was a talent, especially for that era. There was nothing like him.
Yeah, his football's greatest. That 30-minute that Sky Sports used to do was special.
Yeah,
his one was special. I can't lie. I don't know. I feel from the clips I've seen of him, he could almost make top 5, but I feel it's unfair on everyone I've watched. That's the tricky thing.
And you know what as well, John? His character was sick. Everyone who interacted with him has said that he had the best character. He was uplifting. He was always someone who was peaceful, always on a good vibe. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's just an all-round top talent.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Yeah. So chat. Like I said, we got 7 in the building. Make sure to smash that like button. I'm going to leave it to everyone that's watching to comment. So if I get one comment saying this guy number 10, and that's what we get, that's who's going 10th because we've got a tiebreaker here. So we've got a 3-way tiebreaker. So people can decide.
John, we've got what they call ninja watches.
Yeah.
As long as they're watching, it don't matter. They might not comment, but we know you ninjas. That's what I'm gonna say.
I need some type of. Oh, to be fair, they got RX in the building. He's saying Suarez number 10.
Okay.
I know he's a Liverpool fan, so we've got about. I'm gonna give 10 more seconds. If I don't hear anything else, then Suarez is going 10th. Which, to be fair, I would put Suarez.
To be fair,
I can't lie. Suarez would have been 10th.
To Eusebio, don't a lot of people even say he's. Don't a lot of people say Eusebio is Portugal's greatest?
Yes,
I've heard.
Still saying now.
Still saying now.
With
Ronaldo even said it before. He obviously rated himself better than everyone.
So that kind of sums it up for me.
That's the thing. You know what? Big up Odins in the building saying Suarez 10th. So, hey, Suarez is 10th, people. Suarez is 10th.
I mean, look, you have to also think. Look, he's going around biting people. It's just not.
That's the thing as well. He's a batter as well. But you know what? Just because I know, especially Ed, my brother's gonna kill me. Ed, I didn't put Suarez 10th. We chose him.
Stop caring what Ed thinks, man. You're well,
I know how it is, man. He'll grill you.
Do you remember with Suarez? I think it was an international game. He tried to call a handball on a keeper and try to get a penalty. I think that kind of sums him up.
I'll say this. Suarez,
Yes, I remember that. And it was the keeper.
Yeah, big up Jack in the building. Much love, Jack, saying you saved it means multiple Suarez 10th. Well, everyone's saying Suarez 10th, so fair enough.
Pierre won't like that.
I'll say this about Suarez, yeah.
Pete, I'm with you, by the way, Pete. I'm with you.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
What's it? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I'll say this about Suarez. When I'm Nigerian, yeah, and they were playing, Suarez was playing Ghana, Uruguay, and I had loads of Ghanaian friends. When Suarez did that thing to save the ball from Ghana going through, and God knows Ghana would have won the World Cup, the first African. I'm just thinking ahead.
I can't lie to you. They were going out. They were going out next round. I can't lie.
You got to speak about these things, man. I was hoping they win because it's the first African country to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think we actually. Sorry,
John.
John. I think we actually have to rate what he did against Ghana. If Aubameyang does that in Europa League final and Bruno misses the penalty, you got to rate that. It's a will to win.
You're putting everything on the line.
Yeah, you got to rate that. And then the celebration as he goes down the tunnel and he sees.
Yeah, that was scummy. Yeah, that was scummy. Yeah.
You need a bit of that in football, though. Look at Bakio Saka yesterday diving.
Yeah, exactly. You need that.
You got a point.
Yeah, but guys, right? This isn't the top 10 nicest people on the pitch list. Like, this is top 10 strikers.
Yeah.
As a person, I think Suarez was a pig and an absolute scumbag. Like, but oh my God, could that guy score a goal?
Yeah.
Well,
to me, he shouldn't be 10th, but I guess we've been outvoted, right? So
yeah, we've been outvoted, Jeff. But yeah, he shouldn't be 10th. But I get why he is. It's not outrageous.
Look, he's a good player. Like, look at the goals he scored from halfway line. Beckham-esque. Do you know what I mean? Look what he's done for Barcelona and that. But for me, obviously, there's some players that are not on the list here that I rated higher than him in terms of footballer-wise and ability-wise, and especially when you look at this list. Suarez for me is 100% 10th. Respectfully,
it's a tough one between the I think that makes number 9 a bit easier then because we kind of
no, because I think you're saying that Aguero goes number 9. Then is that what you're trying to say?
Aguero or David Villa 9 for me. I don't know about you because I kind of do Eusebio of kind of I'm just going off what people say what he has done. He just seems like an icon of the game more than these lads. Maybe when these lads get older, they'll be remembered more. But right now, I don't know. It feels like Eusebio was like an absolute don. So
he was.
Yeah. You know what? So let's get started. Number 9. This time I'll start the reverse way around. Pete, I'll come to you first. Who you got number 9?
Yeah, I'll go with who I had for number 10, David Villa.
David Villa. Demo?
Between David Villa and Aguero, I'm going to put Aguero 9. I absolutely love David Villa. I thought it could be. I'm going to go Aguero 9.
Okay, Jeff.
I'm gonna go with Villa, but I will say I feel like Aguero and Suarez are basically the same level. So Villa, in my list, Villa would have been 10th, and it would be a toss up between Suarez and Aguero for 9th. But yeah, I guess because it's a bit disjointed, it's probably gonna have to be Villa 9.
Rash, what are you saying?
I'd rate Aguero at 9th.
Aguero. Angelo?
Yeah, so going into this, obviously, I've had my 9, and it was Villa. Even though, you know, he played for teams like Spain and Barcelona a lot and everything, and I think he's definitely a better player than Suarez. However, I was debating Aguero and Villa because I think I'm the same boat as the rest of the boys. I think it's a toss up. It was a toss up between the 3. I was Suarez, and I was debating between Aguero and David. So I'm good just because of what I've seen from Aguero, and we watch him week in, week out from the Prem, I've got more from him. I'm going to say David Villa.
Okay. Yeah, to be fair, I think this one, I agree. I'm going to put David Villa 9th as well, which I think gives us 4-2 on Aguero. So, yeah, I'm going to put David Villa 9th. Right, so in that case, then, we all just agree that now Aguero is 8.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but kind of by accident for me. Like, I don't think he should have got there, but he's there.
No, I hear you, Jeff. I hear you.
It gets hard from here, by the way. It doesn't.
Yeah,
get
this is where it starts.
Yeah, this is where it gets hard.
Yeah, I don't agree. Villa isn't better than Suarez for me, but
He's had a much better career than Suarez to me.
Four years in MLS.
Much better.
MLS.
With Spain, with Barcelona, with Valencia. Yeah, I think he did.
Villa was sick.
Barcelona.
if we're gonna judge it by
80 games.
if we're gonna judge by tenures, like David Villa by 2013, the Barcelona run was up. He went to Atletico, then he was at some MLS team.
New York.
New York, what, Cosmos or something like that.
Yeah.
Where Suarez from after that World Cup and like his stock really picked up. He hit the ground running at Liverpool, killed Barcelona, and is killing Atletico. I think that's a better trajectory of career than Villa. Villa had maybe a higher peak because he won pinnacle tournaments, but it really went down after that.
I don't think Suarez came as top goal scorer when he went to Barcelona. I think he was third in the first season, and then he was second in the next season, and then the next season after that he hardly scored. He was a shadow of his former self, and now that he's where he's at now at Atletico. Is it Atletico? Is that? Yeah. I think like he's picking up, but I don't think he's hit form the way that I expected him there as well. I think he was just a bit more consistent.
I even think with Suarez, like, I know you said he didn't score many. His not scoring many was still 20 plus. Like that's
and that's
the kind of levels that Suarez hit.
Yeah,
Suarez right now is what David Villa was doing in the MLS, and he wasn't ripping up the MLS either. He was just doing above average.
Bradley Wright Phillips was hitting up the MLS when Villa was there.
I think it's tricky. I think if people looked at Suarez's numbers at Barcelona, they'll be shocked not only how many goals he scored, but also how many assists he did.
But look at all of them there. Messi's and Neymar's was high in that.
Even guys that are not on the list. Look at their numbers. We can do this all day, guys. We might.
I want to put
Villa, 48 goals in 119 at Barca. I don't think that's great.
Yeah, people. Let's again, same like we're.
I'm not a stat merchant, but I just think Suarez
David Villa did it when he did it when it mattered the most. Do you remember in that World Cup? I think it was Honduras. They were struggling. Didn't score 2 goals that game. They needed to win that game to go through. Scored that goal from like 40 yards out against Chile. Just did it in the World Cup. Remember that goal in I think it was the Champions League final against Man United. Absolute quality finish outside. I think that Villa's I think that Villa was the ultimate clutch player.
I'm not disrespecting, but I think Suarez, for me, he's one of my favorite players all time. I just think
I'm saying David Villa.
Yeah, no, I think you can go. I think you can go either way because, as Demo rightly said, David Villa was a big game player, but at the same time, others could argue that Suarez has scored in a Champions League final victory as well. So they've both done it in big games. They're both elite players. So
he hasn't done it much internationally. Sorry to cut you, Suarez.
Yeah, that's the thing. But then
what does he have around him?
Played for a worse team, so then that's where it gets a bit sticky because Uruguay.
Suarez is always decent enough in World Cups. To be fair, I have to give him, even when he knocked out England. Remember, he was half injured and he whacked in.
He killed England, man.
Like, not even just England, but he was always in the World Cups. Like Suarez, Cavani always linked up. They got to as far as they should have been, sort of thing with Uruguay last 16 quarterfinal. So I think he done it internationally as well. To be fair to him.
Yeah, I think. Let's move on from it. But I think if we're probably being honest, I think Suarez has ended up 10th a lot because of the other side of what he does, which you can't blame anyone for considering it because it's not normal to be racist and bite people. That's not normal.
We're talking about disability though.
Okay, if it's just ability, then yeah, I would have had him 8th if it was just ability. But
if it was ability, I would have had him 8th as well. But to me, his character and his actions and actions mean a lot to me.
I was talking about ability, then I was going to say accolades, and then I was going to say everything else. So we got to think about it the same way we ranked everyone else. Like, are they remembered in about 10 years? I mean, Suarez will probably be remembered by Barca fans. Maybe if he does well with Atletico, and definitely by Liverpool fans for what he's done for them. Do you know what I mean? And Uruguay fans. But is he going to be remembered by other players? Like if you look at Eto'o, none of us are here are Barcelona, fans, but we know Eto'o, we know Ronaldo. I'm not a Man United fan. We know Ronaldo, we know Aguero. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to think about those kind of stuff. In the future.
Yeah.
I forget some of the vice players.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, let's move on. That was a good discussion. Big on my G Ireland saying Suarez all day. I don't know, Suarez all day. What, bro? You saying he should be 10th? What are you saying? Ed in the building saying ability wise is better than Henry.
I don't listen to that anymore.
He's just got something against Henry though. He just likes to say that.
Is he an Arsenal fan, John?
Nah. Ed's a Man United fan. He hates Henry still.
He
should hate Suarez as well. To be fair,
should hate Suarez more.
He loves Suarez.
Slightly strange, but
no, because he's slightly because after 2009, Edge slightly transitioned from a United fan to a Ronaldo fan. Yeah, that's why. So
okay.
But yeah, anyway, let's move on. So Jalil, I'll come to you for this one. Number 7. Who's going 7th? Now it gets a bit sticky.
Yeah, it gets very sticky, man. It gets very sticky, and I think everyone will agree with me on this. It's got to be the Portuguese guy, man.
I didn't even say his name.
I was waiting for a reaction. Which Portuguese? There's about 2 of them on there.
Yeah, we know it's not the other one.
Yeah, cool. Say nothing.
Oh, you know what? Let me be devil's advocate a bit.
Yeah, go on.
As a striker, are we sure Ronaldo's better than the people left? As a striker.
Personally,
I think Messi's more questionable than Ronaldo at striker.
You think?
Yeah.
Jesus.
See,
I
personally,
think guys have their own roles.
He's one trophy.
No. Come on.
He wasn't the main man for the Invincibles. I don't get it.
He's only talking about Barcelona. Like,
yeah.
Could have just said Barcelona.
Henry was even bad at Barcelona. That's the maddest thing. But Ed just said
he just wasn't accepted. That's the standards he set, sort of thing.
What about France? I don't understand.
He wasn't necessarily the main man. France only World
the
Cup.
funny thing about Henry is
please don't talk about international football and Henry, please.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Please stop.
Oh shit! The handball. My bad, boys.
That was insane.
That might make Henry go down.
That might make Henry go down. Yeah, that might make him go down, especially for the Irish lad.
Nah, I love him.
To be fair, you know what? I want to bring this comment up before we do number 7 because everyone knows here how much I love Hazard. But this comment, he won 2 Prems, same as Hazard, and none of you rate Hazard like that. I think,
of course, we rate Hazard.
Hazard.
I think there's a difference. It's because Henry did win a Champions League and did win a World Cup. He played for a
Ballon d'Or.
He did play for a better team, but he still won it, and he should have won a Ballon d'Or.
John, I'll say this.
Yeah,
Hazard.
No, that was a weird one.
Hazard is top 10 left winger, and we will do a show like that, and we'll have Ed on because I think it's only fair. But Hazard is definitely top 10 left winger.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if we're going to do it specifically for left winger. We're probably going to have to do it for just wingers.
Okay.
Can I just say?
I can't just say that.
Did Ronaldo play a centre forward position more than he did a left wing position?
Nah.
It depends how you want to classify it because it said left wing on the team sheet, but he wasn't left wing.
Yeah.
All right.
In his latter
compared
Real
to-
Madrid days, though, he just went striker. Like he just lost that yard of pace and just kind of went up front to score the goals, sort of thing. But
Yeah.
it's an
That
interesting
was,
one.
and to me, I think he's only really played 2 seasons at that position as the main forward. One at Manchester United and 1 season at Madrid.
And then
Few
Ronaldo.
seasons at Madrid.
and then the last
And
last
Juve.
3 at Juve as well.
No, about 4 or 5, I would say. I would say
Yeah.
he played those last
Between
2 in
you and
Madrid,
Juve.
and since he's been, I'd say about 4, he's played up top. And then if you want to,
Yeah.
like he's with Portugal, he's played mainly up top, to be honest, as he's got older, sort of thing.
I might say 6 or 7. Sorry. But
Yeah, I was just going to address this coming from Adam. Big up Adam saying, you guys really not sticking Danny Ings in the top.
Get him off. Get
Now,
him
he's
off.
dismissed now.
Danny Ings.
But you know what?
I
Alright,
would even say
you know
Ivan
what?
Tony.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
to be
Ivan Toney.
fair, last 2 Champions League winning years for Madrid, Ronaldo was basically up front. Yeah, so Ronaldo's probably had 4 or 5 years as a centre forward. I was just kind of throwing it out there because, yeah, it is the striker's position. We got Ed here saying, all of my knowledge is scary, but you watched Batistuta when you were 2 years old, you witch. Okay, that's
They've been calling him a witch all week.
yeah, it's true. But yeah, listen, who did I go to? Yeah, Jalil, who did you say 7?
It's got to be the Portuguese fella. The boys said they haven't really seen him, but we know of him from documentaries, and due to respect, he's on the list. Wherever he is on the list, big up Ted at D. Even though he's on the list, he's respectively. I don't think anyone will argue me putting him 7th.
Okay. All right, let's make it quick. Anyone disagree with Eusebio at 7?
Nope.
Yeah.
Rash disagrees.
Dermot.
Who would you have 7? I think you're outnumbered here, Rash, but make your case.
You lot are gonna think I'm going crazy, but I think 7th is Thierry Henry.
Okay.
What?
Wait, I'm just looking at the list. I'm just making sure.
Hey, yeah, I had to relook at the list again. That's interesting. Ooh, okay.
I'm going to say I think Eto'o should be 7th.
I think Eto'o as well.
Eto'o was class, but I think these
next guys, I think the next couple of guys on this are legends of the game. I don't think Eto'o. I think Eto'o's a legend, but I think these are just the next level.
No, I'd have Henry ahead of. Henry ahead of Eto'o, anyways. But
Rash, that was so coming from your side hearing that, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
No, do you know what it is? Look,
That's just
you lot know how I love Thierry Henry. You know how it, like Jalil, I was even cussing you today. I was accusing you of not rating him high enough and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, I lived through a lot of these players playing the game. Yeah, and I loved when Thierry Henry came to Arsenal, and he did it big for the whole time that he was there. Yeah. Did it big for the whole time he was there. To me, when he went to Barcelona, he wasn't the same Henry, even though he got the accolades that he didn't get at Arsenal. He wasn't the same Henry that he was at Arsenal. And thereafter, there wasn't to me there was no more career for him. Do you know what I mean? He didn't really do anything that was Henry-ish. Love the fact that he came back to Arsenal, scored a couple goals when we needed it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But in reality, compared to a Pele, and the amount of goals that Messi and Ronaldo have scored, Eto'o's ability to score in every single team that he's been in, bruv, it's, to me, and R9, come on, I just can't see how he tips above that. And even Eusebio, I don't think he reached Eusebio's levels as well. He didn't even reach top goal scorer in the Premier League. Do you understand? So I'm looking at it from a logical point of view. I'm trying to be a bit pragmatic in this, and I think Henry is number 7.
And that's fair. And I was, I'm going to be honest with you as well. I was going to go Henry 5th. I'm being totally honest in terms of ranking. I'm never going to compare him to the likes of Ronaldo, any of the Ronaldos, for example, the Messi and Pele's. Like those, you can just tell where I'm going with this. But he was going to be 5th for me. But I hear you, brother. You made a good argument there. I'm not going to argue with that.
You know what? I'll be honest, guys. Sorry, Dim. I was just going to say I would have put Eto'o 7.
agreed.
Just
on Eto'o, lads. Would you, Peter? This could be controversial. Peter already knows what I'm going to say, but You obviously think he's Africa's greatest ever player, would you say?
No,
No,
Yaya
not
Toure is.
Yeah.
I think-
Yes.
Yaya Toure. Yeah, it's Yaya Toure.
It's Yaya Toure,
I didn't think you would say that,
Eto'o,
but yeah.
and then
come on.
George Weah for me.
No.
Yeah.
It's
George
Yaya.
Weah, yeah, George Weah as well.
It's Yaya Toure. It's Yaya Toure. Dennis Obafemi Martins, and then
Making this up as you go along.
Just for the backflip.
Yeah, to be fair, Martins is still 32, I think.
And mine
he
is
was
still
21
24.
for 3 years. Like, how?
I thought he was 21 for 6.
I always say it's mad. I've almost caught up with him in age. I don't know how that's
28.
Hey, but listen,
Wise is a real
I'm
fraud.
still 16.
all right, but listen, all right. So wait, what are the final votes? Pete, who you got 7th?
Eto'o.
Demo,
Eto'o.
Jeff,
I'm still gonna say Eusebio.
okay, Rash, you're saying Henry,
Mhm.
Angelo.
Eusebio.
Oh, so I have to decide.
Oh, it's you on you, Johnny.
I'm not changing. I can't lie. I love Eto'o, but I'm gonna put Eto'o 7th.
Fair enough.
Eto'o 7th. Let me see what people are saying. Eto'o, African legend, definitely better than Henry. I can't lie. There's a bit of Henry here in the chat. I can't lie.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening
I don't
here.
get this, lads.
Big up T in the building saying Henry and no Rooney. Okay, right.
Oh, get out of here, man.
Yeah, big up T though.
He makes good shout.
Well done, T-Show.
Top 10 strikers. Like, if we wanted to say that, what do you
was,
have long up front? Ronaldo, Rooney really didn't have long up front.
okay, wait, hold on. Let me correct this. Big up Ajax saying Eto'o won the Champions League with Inter and Barca. Henry never played a huge role in winning the Champions League. I mean, Henry started every game on the left wing and got 26 goals the season Barca won the Champions League. Now, I know he wasn't Arsenal standards, but come on. Like,
I think this is shocking. Like this disrespect. I think he was the greatest ever player to play in the Prem. Probably. Like, I think this is disrespectful big time.
It's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. I think.
Oh, come on, guys. It's not disrespect. It can't be disrespect. He's above 3 great players as well there. And look at the players that he is ranked with. I think the fact that all of these guys are even in the top top 10 is the fact that it's us honoring them to the levels that is very
Not
high.
the ranking. That's not the ranking because you made a good argument. It's the saying
the
he's
comments.
Shit.
Oh,
the
yeah.
comments. It's saying he's shit. He's this. He's this. It's the same thing every week. Do you know what I mean? But
ignore Ed. Don't let him get in your head.
It's not Ed. It's not an Ed. It's not an Ed.
It's not even just Ed. We know Ed, but yeah. But listen, let me get that D saying Nicholas Pepe. Raw.
Oh my God.
Bro, that's a bit mad.
He's lying.
Salah Money will be African legends soon. Yeah, they'll be legends, but not best ever. But they'll be legends. They probably already are legends.
Yeah.
Odis saying Eto'o was in a top 5 performer at Inter when they won Champions League. People forget Eto'o was playing wing though,
and he done very, very well from left wing.
He did.
Yeah, Melito the main man. To be fair,
exactly. Yeah, which is
him and Melito.
Ed saying greatest player to play in the Prem, doesn't agree with Demo. Clearly,
I agree with Demo.
But yeah, all right, cool. Listen, Eto'o 7th. In the end, that's all. Right. So Jeff, I'll come to you for number 6. Who you got 6th?
Eusebio would be my 6th. I don't even have a long speech about it, but yeah, he'd be my number 6.
Fair enough. Rash, who you got 6th?
Guess it's Henry.
Yeah, Henry. Jalil, who you got 6th?
Eusebio.
Okay. Demo
yeah, Eusebio as well.
and Pete.
Henry.
For the decide and vote again. Okay.
It's going to the wire.
Going to the wire again.
Hold on. No, isn't it 3-2 already?
Yeah, it's 3-2 already.
3-2.
Yeah, you can either make
it?
it's
John,
3-2. So John, you're either gonna level it or tip it the other
You
scale.
pick Henry, then you level it and you leave it up to the comments.
Okay, in that case, then that gives me a good get out because I was actually going to pick Henry at 6. Respect for Eusebio. But yeah, to be fair, it's either or for me. If Henry
Eusebio's regarded by many as like the definition of a striker. Like he defined that role.
Yeah, literally. Well, listen, you know what? We got a tiebreaker. We got 11 people now in here. Big up to everyone in here. Again, same thing. 30 seconds. Henry or Eusebio, who's going 6, people? Up to you. If I don't get anything in 30 seconds, then boy, I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah. Ed saying, what does greatest player in the Prem mean? What is this fake trophy made for Henry?
Of his he's the first person to be entered into the Premier League Hall of Fame. That's what it is, yeah? You got to put some respect on Henry's name.
Along with someone who's not on this list.
He what?
Huh?
Alongside someone who's not on this list too.
Alongside someone who's not on this list.
Let it go, Pierre.
Wait, Pete, let me ask you this while people are commenting in the chat. People, 10 seconds left. Who would you have taken out from this top 10 for Shearer?
Even if I had to, man, as a striker, not as a player, but as a striker, I think he's better than Aguero. He's better than Villa and probably Suarez at a push. Okay. Maybe not Suarez, but Villa and Aguero, yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Shearer at Blackburn was something else. Yeah. And his first, I think his first and second season at Newcastle. Jeez. Yeah. Him paired up with Les Ferdinand, 30.
He actually scared defenders. Like he was such a presence.
But he was a toe punt Harry. He was a toe punt Harry, though. So.
That's a lot of toe punts he scored.
Yeah.
An absolute lot of them.
Legend. If we're talking about someone who's carried teams, Shearer's carried Blackburn and Newcastle to Prem, so that's
he didn't carry Blackburn though.
He didn't carry because there was Sheringham Sutton as well alongside him. Remember,
he was better than him though. Like, let's be real. Come on, man, he was better than him.
No, there wasn't no one better than him.
That was just a great partnership.
A great partnership.
Shearer's the main man. Shearer's the main man.
And sorry, while I'm go on, Jeff. I
was gonna say, even at Newcastle, who else is gonna carry them?
That's what I'm saying, but they want to. This is what I'm trying to say.
They had some good players at Newcastle in his time, did they not? Like
they did.
They had a few. One had playing centre mid.
Like Greenland, them man, innit?
They had Janola. They had Aspria. They had Les Ferdinand. Was he there? Was he? No,
maybe not.
Was he there? Did he go there just after Cole left?
Yeah,
Cole got
swapped.
I done one season together or something like that.
Cole got swapped and went with Gillespie. Went Newcastle. Cole went United, didn't it? I think
and I bring up his name on purpose. You lot disrespected Andy Cole very badly in the last one. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, I try to give him some props.
I did see that, but it wasn't strong enough. Andy Cole is a G, bro. Andy Cole, the goal king. Are you mad?
Yeah, it was
disrespected him. But
listen, let me read out some of the comments. So Ed saying John never has been on the show ranked. That's true because I know what you're gonna do.
He doesn't get the final say though, so he can always come in the show.
Big up T saying Henry slapping me in some prize. I don't see Ibra. You might be the first person to say that, bro.
No, I think he is a shout.
I said it a few times. I'm saying it now. Ibra's overrated because of what?
Yeah, bro. Speak that truth there, bro.
3 decades he scored him.
Me and Peter
That's
had
a long
this debate.
time to be overrated.
We done a video about Ibra. I rated him, but I think he's been in so many teams. How has he not won a Champions League? I know it's not all his fault, but he's been with all the top teams, and I don't know. I always thought he was just
there's a player on this list who hasn't won the Champions League, and for me, he might. I don't want to spoil it, but he's gone in the top 3, maybe number 1.
All right, listen.
Just making it there, Pete.
Anyone want to answer this question?
Irish legend.
I even think he was a footballer.
Clinton Morrison.
Aaron Bent for number 1. Oh, thank God. Hey, good for you said you're trolling, bro. That's scary.
I wouldn't have known.
Big up Adam saying, hold up, how is David Villa ahead of Suarez? Listen, bro, I can't lie, Adam. You're going to have to watch it back. Right? You're going to have to watch it back. We went through this.
I want to just say Ibrahimovic doesn't make the list because you don't judge lions amongst men.
That was a good one. Oh, but
Hey, that quote is legendary. I can't lie. All right, but listen, people. All right, so the people chose. There were only 3 people that voted. 2 said Henry for number 6. No surprise, Ed was one of them. The other one said Eusebio, but so yeah, Henry ends up 6th. Eusebio then automatically becomes 5th, right?
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
So
right.
Now let the games begin.
Now let's have some fun now. All right, number 4. All right, Jalil, coming to you. Who is your number 4 striker of all time?
So we got left. We've got Ronaldo, Messi, Pele, Ronaldo. 2 Ronaldos, Pele, Messi. Yeah, Messi.
Ooh. Messi, yeah? Okay. Rash, what are you saying?
Can you come back to me? Do you mind?
Yeah,
Just
I can. No worries. Jeff, what are you saying?
it's gonna have to be Pele for me. Pele will go 4. Don't get me wrong, Pele is a complete legend, like, of course, but of course we didn't get to see him as much. I've seen extensive highlights, but it's very different to watching the other 3 extensively. And a lot of the goals, I know they said he scored 1,000 goals. He didn't.
500 in his back garden.
Yeah, like when who broke the record? Messi broke. I said this the other day. Messi broke the record for like most goals at one club, and then Santos said no, he did. Pele scored 100 more goals than him, just randomly.
Yeah, you not remember all them under 8s? They count as well. No.
But yeah, all right. So you're saying Pele 4, yeah?
Yeah, Pele's 4 for me.
Damo, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm going to go for Pele as well. Just the backgarden goals plays a factor. Like I've seen, there's that goal that always gets. I've seen highlights of him. Obviously, I haven't seen him live, but remember that goal? I think it was a World Cup. He flicks it over a defender's head and just volleys the first time. That was sick. But I haven't. Yeah, I think there's something shady about Pele. The way them goals are counted. Not even going to lie. And I just rate these other lads so much higher. Honestly, I always think that with Pele, so I'm gonna go Pele number 4 as well.
You know what, David? One thing that always sticks to me in my head about Pele is that it's like the evolution of football, because you know that guy that he flicked it over the head. The guy said, I've never seen someone flick the ball over someone's head before. Now, to us right now,
defending as well.
The most basic skills when the ball is bouncing. That man said he's never seen someone flick the ball over his head. So that's why you gotta remember that Pele actually set a lot of the precedent for what people do now. But so yeah. Before I come to Pete, Arlen big up saying Messi shouldn't be considered in this debate. Has he ever been a striker? I would say I'd say his best years at Barca, he was a false 9. So false 9 is still a 9.
Actually, just want to say before we were mentioning Shearer and boys who didn't make this list. I think Lewandowski deserved. I think was he close to making this list?
I tried, but
I think there could be. I know it's a tough one. They're all tough ones, but Lewandowski has been consistently just scoring a crazy amount of goals for years and years. Did it with Dortmund and Bayern. I just want to throw his name. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. I was just wondering how much he was considered.
You know what? For me personally speaking, I know Jeff mentioned the other day that until a couple of years ago, he had his question marks about Lewandowski, which I had mine too, because I hadn't seen him perform in the biggest games, apart from obviously that anomaly, which was that 4 goals he scored against Madrid.
Oh, that was so sick.
Which was unreal back in 2013. I would just say I think I had Lewandowski like 14th or 15th in my list.
Okay.
So yeah, you know what? One guy that I almost had on my list, and this is where I think it becomes subjective. I almost had Benzema in my top 10 because I think he's been mad slept on. Like his hold-up play for a striker is
he's sick.
Stupid. And he gets goals. So
you don't. I know I'm going off just, but like you don't stay in Real Madrid for 12. He's been there for like 12. You don't be the main striker for Real Madrid for that many years. They would have kicked him out a long time ago.
yeah.
He would have if they didn't have Ronaldo for so long. He would have been kind of regarded higher, I think. But yeah, his just general play is sick.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked that Benzema didn't make top 10. I was kind of shocked that Raul didn't, to be honest. But yeah,
Raul was a last minute change. Like I think he was there for a minute, and then I think he got kicked down. And it was a fight like him and Villa.
I would have put Raul over Villa. I would have.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I think when you start getting to like number 10, then it starts really getting subjective. Because that's when you
There's at least about 5 players that could have occupied that position.
100%.
Yeah.
With that, 100%. But yeah, Pete, what are you saying? Number 4. Who you got?
Yeah, backguard merchant as well.
That was a big shot.
No, bad on a merchant. Hey, Pete, thanks. You just gave me the clip for this video, man. Nice one. Yeah, but yeah, so Rash, I guess at this point, I don't even know.
I guess at this point it doesn't matter. So while I'm here, let me just give a little bit of platform for the legend that is Pele. Yeah,
go on.
The very first videotape that I got of a striker was of Pele. Yeah, and I was told by my dad to watch this guy play. Yeah, and it showed him from when he was a kid, and then man was playing football with rocks. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like literally playing football with rocks, doing kick-ups with rocks. Yeah, his skill level was amazing. He could run the full length of the pitch. He was the Messi before Messi. He was a Maradona before Maradona. Yeah, he scored. Well, that video there was so much goals already, and that was like 1990 when I got the videos, you know what I'm trying to say, and there was bare goals in that one video that I watched. He did it in black and white, he did it in color, he did it for his at club level, he did it at international level. International level, he was such a legend worldwide that I even think in one movie he brought down Nazi Germany. I'm telling you. There was one film, I forgot what it was called, but he was in jail with Sylvester Stallone. He was the goalkeeper as well. There was a couple bad man footballers in there, and Pele was the star don. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he got them free of the prison, and Nancy Johnny was fuming and stuff like that. Man was a hero. Like, he was a hero. Like, Pele to me is like a real footballing icon, and I think he is rated as such by other strikers as well. But it is what it is. I just thought I'd put some real respect on the guy's name because he is a legend in every sense of the word.
One of the biggest.
And obviously Adam here saying, "Are you Pele's PR, Rashford?"
That is funny. I can't lie.
I'm just old enough to appreciated it. Do you know what I mean? And I think one of us has to speak up. Like everyone's spoken up for what we're speaking up for, but I'm just gonna put some respect on the legend's name.
Yeah, you know what? No, I hear that. Ed asking which Pele is this, by the way. The fact he's saying this is worrying. I don't know what's coming up next. He's got, because I know Ed's got his thoughts on Pele as well. So yeah, let's move on. Right. So number 3. Okay. So number 3 now. Jeff, number 3. Who you got?
For me, it's going to be Mr. CR7, who's third. Out of the remaining 2 that I have, I just think the other 2 are better than him striker-wise. Don't get me wrong, Ronaldo is going to go down as one of the best of all time. No doubt about it. But in terms of those other players, I think they have a little bit more. Just me personally.
Yeah. No, that's what it's about. Pete, what are you saying?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I feel like striker's too close to the goal for Messi. He needs to run a bit more. I might go CR7 as well. You know what? Just out of respect to Messi.
Okay. Janelle, who are you going for?
Yeah, as I said, I already had my 5. So Pele would have definitely been number 2 on my list.
Number 2, okay.
It would have been Brazilian Ronaldo. Messi definitely shouldn't be in top 3 in my opinion.
Okay.
Winger, no one can touch him. But we're talking strikers, man. Let's be real, man. Strikers, we're putting him higher than these. Pele. It don't make sense to me because Pele didn't play in the wing. But
don't you think that Messi's best period of his career was up front?
No, I don't think so, man. I used to watch him rip guys. Even even Argentina. Let's be real. Argentina didn't really do nothing, yeah. But this guy used to play in the wing and just kill guys, bro. Like I remember watching a game of Barcelona when he first came through the ranks against Atletico Madrid and just told him a new one. Nobody knew what to expect of the kid. He's by far probably, like outside of strikers, probably the best footballer to ever touch this earth. Let's be real. Probably, it's arguably we can argue that, right?
Yeah.
But strikers, we gotta keep it 100, bro. I don't know if he's top 3. I don't think he's top 3 compared to these guys, in my opinion.
Okay.
But if obviously been outvoted with Pele, don't know why Pele's number 4, but we've been outvoted with Pele, so
it's background merchant.
Yeah,
I just haven't seen enough though either. Like,
no, fair enough.
It's a different game as well back then.
And you don't make a
different game.
You make a very good. You guys make a very good point. Obviously, with defenders back then, they probably didn't even know how to defend. Let's be real, but this guy was killing it.
These comments are going to stop.
These comments are unbelievable.
Hey, someone block Ed. Block Ed.
He's on a roll today.
He makes a good point.
Yeah, he does make a good point.
Look, I'm saying Pele was doing what Messi was doing, and he was a striker. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, Messi's got to go next. Then, in my opinion, I'm not putting CR7 because CR7's done the business really, and he's the ideal striker for me anyway, other than Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, who should be number 1. But yeah, that's me.
Okay, so we got Jalil saying Messi 3rd. We got Pete and Jeff saying CR7 3rd. Rash, who you saying 3rd?
Listen, I've had this debate between Ronaldo and Messi, and I think Messi is just naturally gifted. I think he's just a freak of nature. Do you know what I mean? The way he just skips through players and manages to finish the job when he wants to turn it on. Yeah, when he wants to turn it on. Ronaldo is a natural born leader, bro. Yeah, he grabs his team by the scruff of the neck all the time. He hates to lose. Yeah, and he worked hard to get into the place where he has been. Yeah, I have to agree with Jalil and put it as Messi, and put Messi as number 3 because I don't think he's better than Pele as a striker, but he's in the top 3, and I think out of the top 3 there, it is Messi is 3rd.
Okay, Damon, what are you saying?
Yeah, as a striker, I'd have to put Messi 3rd. Even the Ronaldo Messi debate in general, I always go with CR7. I think as well, Ronaldo as a striker is much better, but I just want to I think everyone knows how good he's in the air, but he's the best player I've ever seen to like win a header, score a header sort of thing. I know that's not the only thing as striker, but he's got all the class with the feet, with, you know what I mean? He's got all that, but he has it with, I don't know, his leap, his athleticism, both feet, big game player. Yeah, as just hates losing, as Rash was saying. So Pete already knows my number 1, so I'd have to go Messi 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, Messi 3rd.
All right, let me ask you guys this before I give my opinion. Do you guys then think that when Messi, because Messi scored the most goals of his career as a false 9, that's when he had that 1 year
91 calendar goals,
91 goals in 12 months, right? Which is obviously, and I think in the 2011-12 season as a false 9, he scored 73 goals in all competitions for Barca.
Yep,
is unmatched numbers. But do we think that worked because of Barcelona were just that good? Do we think Messi could? Do we think R9 and CR7 are more adaptable strikers in more systems, and Messi was just the perfect false 9 for that system?
I love that question.
50 goals in left back.
What's that?
Yeah, I think Messi would score 50 goals a season from left back, to be honest.
100.
Yeah, it's one of them, John. It's a bit of
Play
both.
him
Like
anywhere.
he had the boys there, but he would have produced regardless. I think that.
But you have
I
to
know what you're
also
saying.
remember. So go on, finish them up.
No, I was just saying. You're saying who could have adapted better. I think like Messi could have adapted and played any. Who could have actually played that striker if he wanted. Because back then he had the pace as well. We have to remember, like he could get in behind, come short if you want, but so he could do both. And as small as he was, I want to get that in there. Well, it wasn't half bad in the air. We all remember that goal when he out Rio there and stuff like so. He could do something there for you as well, going by his size and stuff. So I think it didn't really matter, to be honest, with Messi, but it's a tough one.
I do have to comment on that, and I'll just add on that. It does show a lot of difference when you mold a whole team around the player, though. Yeah, the players that was at Barcelona was meant to service Messi, and like we were saying, he would score 50 goals from left back. We all know he's got that ability. Like I said, he's a freak of nature. The guy's amazing. Yeah, his dribbling ability is second to none. Yeah, but you look at a team that's not tailored to him, Argentina. He didn't do the biz. He's never done the biz for them.
Yeah.
And if you look at him as a leader, my man, his head goes down quick.
Yeah, as a leader, he's not comparable.
Like when his team is it's like almost out of anger if the team's losing, that he'll just say, give me the ball, and he'll score a goal. Yeah, but as when the team's not performing, I've never seen him going, come on, let's just do this, or say like, just grab the game by the scruff and like. Yeah, he can dribble the whole pitch and dribble through everyone and score a goal, but I can't say that he motivates the rest of his team to up the ante the way Ronaldo does. I've never seen him perform like that for Argentina, and I've seen his head go down a lot when he's at Barcelona and they're on the lose at the cushion of a beating.
Yeah, good points, to be fair. Great point.
My thing is that with Messi is the same reason that Ronaldo gets all the credit about he can fit in more systems. Your original question was R9 and CR7, would they go in more systems? Of course. And that's because of their size. CR7 is made, he's made as a modern foot. He's 6'2", he's built, he's strong, he's meant to be that number 9. And that's why I give the points to Messi for being the number 9. Because if you're 5'4" and you're this high, you should not score the amount of goals you score. And we're scoring them. Like there's not tap-ins like the way like Pippo and Inzaghi got kind of disrespected for only scoring tap-ins. Messi doesn't score tap-ins. The only quality. Yeah, for me,
Inzaghi. One of my favorite players ever.
I loved Inzaghi.
I love people Inzaghi.
Yeah, if it comes to actual players, then for me personally, Messi would be number 1. Like, but with talking about strikers, even between Messi and Ronaldo, I know Ronaldo gets a lot of props because of the Portugal Euros thing. But to be clear, Portugal
that comes away.
Oh yeah, that was
crazy though. To be fair,
look. I'll agree. Do you know what? I've got to agree with everyone, man. You know, I feel like we're all still in the right direction in terms of Messi. You know, we're talking top 10 players of all time. I'm telling you this now, Messi will be top. But we're talking positional wise, Messi can hold a third. But yeah, there's a lot of respect for Messi in it, which is good to hear, man. There's no disrespect.
You know what? It's interesting because obviously we've got 3 votes for Messi and we got 2 votes for CR7. I think. Before anyone said anything, let me read out some of the comments before I make my point. Arlen saying there's no system without Messi. Adam saying Messi didn't learn football. Football learned Messi.
This isn't Zlatan.
Yeah, that's Zlatan's goal, isn't it? Big up Liam Shaw in the building saying Denver Bar. Hey, he was down there. Big up Mark Donahue. Saying can't wait for Dermo to have a fight for familia.
Oh my god!
Respect the player.
Hey, Mark, the boss there. Hey, but listen,
make sure the sub boys. Sorry.
Yeah. But listen, I was before you guys all spoke. I would have put CR7, who I love, third, purely because when I saw Messi play as a false nine, I think that's the best footballer I've ever seen. Those 2 or 3 years he was false nine, he was incredible. But the point you're making there about about him being a striker in more systems, which matters because
It does, yeah.
Play is huge. Oh man, you know what? It's tough.
I was the same with you, John. I was the same with you, that I was judging him on them kind of 1 or 2 seasons when he was at that false nine because he was just something else. But when I look at it on a striker perspective, CR7 is better. To be honest, he is.
Okay, so you've changed them.
Yeah, go on, because I can't see it. I have to.
Jail there, come. All right. Jail there. Thanks, Pete. All right, sweet. Let's see. All right, hold on.
Oh, you got first name and all.
Jesus, about to say.
You know, this is suspect.
Nah, I'm joking. I'll never do that. I'll never do that to Pele. That's Pete's slogan. All right, but listen. All right, time for top 2 now. Let's get it. So,
Ronaldo.
I'll just leave this out there for people to just kind of scream out if they got really passionate about.
Yeah.
I guess rather than say who's second, who's number 1?
Yeah, I'm gonna make my case for R9, right? Obviously, me being you being older than me and Pete, you would have seen him more. Like, I've barely even seen this lad live yet, but I've watched. There's a thing, all his 15 World Cup goals. ITV did a thing with some music. I'd say I've watched that like 5 or 6 times. I've watched all his things at I think it was PSV, Inter, Real Madrid. That season he had at Real Madrid, the fact. Like, I've watched, I've seen a bit of this man, and I haven't, and the fact that I just kept on watching, like, not even his goals and stuff. He's the only player that I've ever seen just use step overs instead of just knocking it by the keeper and tapping. He just uses step overs, the quick feet step overs, bang. Even that goal he got in the World Cup final, his second. I know it doesn't look like the best goal. The way he just, I think Rivaldo let it through his legs, and he just placed it into that corner. Ultimate retribution, because I think he was sick or something for that French World Cup. I wasn't even born then, but so I heard.
Yeah, they poisoned him, man.
Poisoned him.
Yeah, but like, if he didn't, I know he was dogged with knee injuries and stuff. He could have been getting near Pele's goal records if he didn't have these injuries. I think he's. I just think he was absolutely sick to watch. Like, I think he was actually the best to watch. That might be controversial. He just seemed to have everything. Even when he was carrying weight, he's still producing.
Yeah, even fat Ronaldo was hard.
I think the fat Ronaldo was disrespectful. So he was never not going to be first for me, which kind of goes to show. I don't know. Like, I would have left this if he wasn't first. But I'm going to go R9 number 1.
The thing with R9 is, right, I look at Henry, I could say, I've probably seen him as a good winger, good striker. Messi, Ronaldo, I can make a case for them on the wing. I just think R9 is the number 1 striker. Like, he is just the definition of number 9. Mm-hmm. He's elitist at its finest form. Mm-hmm. Even, like, the only thing I got to see was live was this overweight man, and he was still the best striker I've ever witnessed. Ever. And it's not even a debate for me.
Yeah. Right. You know what? Yeah, before I think I know where Rash, Jeff, and Juno are gonna go with this. So let me play a bit of devil's advocate, because I can already see some comments in the chat on R9. And this doesn't say my position. I have to play devil's advocate. So what about the people that say that R9's prime was like up to 22, 23, whenever he got that first major knee injury, and that when you actually look at his accolades, if it wasn't for that 2002 World Cup, his career actually looks average on paper, because he has no Champions League, only 1 La Liga, no Serie A titles. How do you guys counter that argument to say he's actually the best striker ever?
The game was more competitive back then. There's more competitive teams. There was a lot more world-class players spread amongst the world. It wasn't all in one team or in a couple teams. They was all over, and that's what made the World Cup such a big stage back in the day. That's what made European football such a big stage back in the day, because you saw world-class players at every club. That was up there. And Ronaldo, one thing I just remember, no one could catch him. He would bedazzle you with his feet. And when he shoots, he scores. That was it. There's nothing more, nothing less.
Great finisher.
Yeah, to me, you just had to be there. I don't know what to say. Like Ronaldo at Inter Milan before the knee injury, ridiculous. Like even after the knee injury, like for those that saw him at Real Madrid, that hat trick against Man United, I remember that stands out in my head. Like embarrassed everybody.
Yep.
They clapped for him. That's the first time I ever saw that. Like he scored at Old Trafford, and they said, "You know what? This guy's outstanding."
Standing ovation.
Yeah, standing ovation. Yeah.
About the World Cup, I don't know about you. Maybe it's because I'm Irish, but I would give away 5 Champions Leagues for even a World Cup final. I just think the World Cup is the epitome of football. Like ever since you're a kid, that is the -- tournament.
Yeah.
Because it's the whole world. It's not just Europe or anything.
I agree.
Just back then as well, wasn't the World Cup like held to such a high prestige as well? Like it was so wasn't it like if you did it at the World Cup, you were like, you know what I mean? So like it was absolute prime World Cup back then. I'd say also as well back then in the Serie A, weren't some of them defenses like absolutely sick? Like
best league in the world.
Like it was the best league in the world back then, and he was scoring that many goals. So it's all about context. Like
I remember finishing Sunday League football and going home and watching Football Italia on Channel 4. That was my
facts. Big facts.
Yeah, because that was the dominating league in the world at the time.
Yeah, listen. So Jalil, I'll come to you because everyone spoke very glowingly about R9. Who would you have had him as your number one as well?
I think all the boys hit on the nail, man. I was just there, mind what everyone was saying. You know, you guys took me back. I can't lie, and just to see everyone agree on number one just said a lot about it. To be fair, so I'm happy with it. Can't complain.
Yeah. I think let me read out some of the comments, but I'm not mad at that. Arlen's saying R9 number one. Odis saying R9 is the best striker of a couple of years. Football fans scare me. Okay, so he doesn't agree. R9's prime was probably at 19 at Barcelona. If Ed's saying if YouTube never existed, R9 wouldn't be rated. Like,
Head with these outrageous.
He's just saying stuff.
Ed's outrageous.
Maybe for kids under 10.
Yeah. Nah, that's the thing. He's only like 3 years younger than me. So yeah. So
and I just want to say this as well about Pele. Remember how many World Cups Pele's won as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but big 3 or 4. He's a big guy in the game. World Cup at that stage was the biggest stage. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, back onto R9. He's it's levels.
I know a lot of Brazilians say though Pele wasn't even the best of that generation. That Garrincha was better.
Yep.
And that Pele was frauded. But
I
don't know.
No matter. Sorry. I was just gonna say now Ed's actually backing Henry for the first time. It's funny, Henry has legit done more than R9.
Yeah.
He used to say salacious stuff.
Yeah, if you're going off though, I'd say he's on about like more trophies and stuff. But like, there's so many comparisons you can make. He's better because he's won a few more trophies here. Like I know it's a big
more Premier League than Gerrard.
It's a big but it's like if everyone knew if R9 didn't get them injuries, I know it's not like he was one of them. Like the injuries were just kind of freak knee, like they can just happen. It's kind of fate, but I think the fact that he had them injuries and we still talk about him this highly, like if he didn't have these injuries, I'd say there would be absolutely no debate sort of thing about him. If he got 3 or 4 more years, just that kind of sums it up for him.
I generally think if he didn't have those injuries, because people forget he had 2 anterior cruciate knee ligaments. The worst injury in football, he had twice.
Yeah.
And came back and won a World Cup. So that's where it just shows like he was elite. For me, if he didn't have those 2 knee injuries, I think he would have been top 3 of all time. I think I still have him in my top 5, but he would have been for sure top 3 in my opinion. But we're gonna do that debate another day. But just before we wrap it up, Ed's asking a question: R9 or Ronaldinho?
Yes, he has to be more specific. Like in what, career or in ability?
Who you'd rather have?
If you're talking about ability, Ronaldinho is probably the
best in the world, probably.
But it doesn't matter because he was only on for like 2 years and then he chose prostitutes and drink. So what we're talking about is R9.
Oh, no balls. Oh my God.
Listen. Let me read out the list. So we got Luis Suarez number 10, David Villa number 9, Sergio Aguero at number 8, Eto'o at number 7, Thierry Henry number 6, Eusebio number 5, Pele number 4, Messi number 3, CR7 number 2, and R9 number 1. Hey, it's been a bit of a controversial show. I can see some people not agreeing, but I don't think we've done that bad with the list, guys. What do we think?
I think we did all right, you know.
It's decent.
And you know what? The whole Ronaldo over Messi thing, you have to remember Alex chose Ronaldo over Messi as well. Ferguson, that is.
Yeah, Ferguson. Yeah. I like how you call it.
But he did coach one of them.
He did.
Yeah.
When did he say that again?
I remember in an interview they asked him.
Yeah, I remember that interview. Yeah.
They asked him Ronaldo thing, and he goes, "Ronaldo, man, that's my boy." You know what I'm saying?
That's why.
That might be why. But yeah, that's our list. Let me stop sharing that. Get back. But yeah, guys, you know what? I can't lie. I enjoyed that still. That was a good show. It was good to rank them. Obviously, I think next week we're gonna do cams. But I think with the cams, there aren't as many top cams as there are strikers. So I think we're just gonna have to go straight to top 10, you know, because there aren't as many.
I think we can do the whole of midfield, surely. CM, Cam, and DM.
Wow, that gets
That's
packed.
tough.
That makes it tough.
I get sticky.
Comparisons
I
are.
get sticky quick, you know. I can't lie.
Yeah, we'll get stuck on flipping. We'll get stuck on Gerrard and Lampard.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a debate, personally.
Me neither, but
it's a debate.
I think it's a debate.
Levels.
You think it's a debate, yeah?
I think it is a debate for sure, but Gerrard's levels.
Gerrard nudges it for me, but Lampard, people forget. People sleep heavily on Lampard. I don't personally, but
yeah. But yeah, listen. So next week we're gonna do the best. We're gonna rank the top 10 cams. That's gonna be fun. Then we got center mids, then wingers. Actually, next we might do wingers next week. So yeah,
let's do wingers next week. I think wingers
next week. That should be fun.
And I'm just gonna say Ronaldo and Messi are gonna make an appearance in that one as well, aren't they?
Yes, they will. Yeah.
I want to hear what people say about Ryan Giggs.
Break.
Top 10. That's the thing. Will he make top 10? Let's see. I'll have to actually have a think.
Certain man put him as a legend after what he done to his brother's missus.
yeah, that was you.
Not me. It weren't me.
Oh man,
you can't. For me, nah. You're lowest.
Listen, if you listen to Man United fans right now trying to defend Ryan Giggs, it's laughable, bro. I'm hearing some wild stories about what could have happened. How he accidentally headbutted the goal.
Does Bell make it into the top 10, guys? Yes or no?
No. Well, probably not.
I don't think so, but if he does, it's scraping it. But I don't think so.
Probably not.
I'm saying no.
Okay,
that's my guy. But
okay, then that's it. It's official.
Wait, so who's the top 10 wingers? I'm interested to think
in the world. In the world?
No, of all time, innit?
Of all time.
Yeah, that's what we just did, innit?
Well, obviously, Messi, Ronaldo. We're talking Garincha, but we
you're bringing that man in as well. Okay.
We have to. If Pele and Eusebio can touch it, Figo and them man has got to touch it as well. We got to be real.
Yeah, true.
Neymar.
Nedved.
Neymar might be debatable, by the way. I don't know if Neymar gets the top 10 in the world. I'll be honest, I'm saying it now. It might be
how was Bale even put in the conversation if Neymar's a definite no.
I said Doe's not top 10. I said Doe's not top 10. So
yeah, he did say that. But yeah, listen, this could start another whole debate. But listen, people, it's been an hour
early.
of good fun.
Should we start now?
Hey, I wish. Big up Relentless Sports Hub. What's up, guys? I'm at work right now. Big up RBT and the guests. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Big up the guys big up Pete, big up Demo, Near Post Podcast. I've put their YouTube link in the comments twice, so people go and sub to them. They're absolutely flying right now, so go and check them out. Brilliant content, and it's always amazing to do collabs with them. So thank you guys as always for jumping on, and obviously Jeff, Jamil as always, and obviously Rash. Great to have you back, man. Looking well as well.
Man like Rash.
Good to be back, you know.
And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here on this comment from
Just
Ed.
seen it.
Neymar in top 10, but he's better than Ronaldinho.
So Ronaldinho doesn't make top 10.
Wait. What's he even saying?
I don't know what he's saying.
On that note, because I can see Ed running in the comments, and I know he's just come back home from gym. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get ranted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's pumped up.
Yeah.
For the next 30 minutes. So, but yeah, people smash the like button, subscribe, and go and subscribe to the Boys from Near Post Podcast. Love, people. Peace.
Salam.
Peace.